From the Redbird Arena, welcome to Fox Valley Association basketball. Tonight, the Fond du Lac Cardinals play host to the Blue Jays of Menasha. Good evening, I'm Mike Pfeiffer along with Nick Van Acker. And Nick, believe it or not, already the last conference game at home for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. A game in which they should be able to take care of business tonight, but the worry is you don't look ahead against a very key game tomorrow night.
Yeah, they have a key game tomorrow night. They play Appleton East and Dave Mader, the Wisconsin recruit. It's going to be a big game for tomorrow night for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. But as you mentioned, they have to take care of business tonight in Menasha. Menasha near the end of the bottom of the conference like Appleton West was last week. So this is a key game that they cannot look past.
Well, Fond du Lac has the last few home games really taking care of business early in basketball games. Have won the last couple home games by 35, 40 points each time out. You know, interesting that for the Fond du Lac Cardinals, their toughest part of the schedule, the key conference games at home were all in the first half. When you go look at this season versus the last several, we always had pre-sales and a lot of big case this year for Fond du Lac because down the stretch they're playing the lesser opponents.
Yeah, exactly. Games like this time of season where it is the last home game, sometimes you see packed houses here, and as you mentioned, a game that people would have to pay ahead of time in order to get to. But yeah, they had the big games early on. Oshkosh North, Oshkosh West, one of the first games of the season, and Appleton East in those games all early on. So they've got some of the lesser opponents right now, which is good for them, but also you like those games to get ready for tournament play.
Absolutely, and a big weekend for high school basketball in the Fox Valley Association as Fond du Lac is tipping it off tonight. A big one up at Oshkosh as Oshkosh North will play host to Oshkosh West, and those two teams hook it up. You know, you just never know what happens. Certainly, Fond du Lac fans will be big supporters of the Spartans tonight of Oshkosh North to hope to come away with an upset. Meanwhile, Fond du Lac's got to take care of business here, getting themselves in position for a big game tomorrow night. Not to look ahead, but we're not going to be there, so we got to touch on it just a little bit. A big conference game for them up at Appleton East tomorrow night.
Yeah, Appleton East, a very dangerous team. And when Fond du Lac had that loss against Oshkosh West, they looked at one obstacle the rest of the season, and that was Appleton East. Appleton East, as I mentioned, with Dave Mader, the big 6', 10" Wisconsin recruit. He's a guy that can give Fond du Lac fits underneath. So, as you mentioned, yeah, big game tomorrow night for Fond du Lac. They have to take care of business tonight. They go and take care of business tomorrow night in Appleton East, and it looks really good for a conference championship.
Dick Dieter and I had a discussion on tonight's game and the remainder of the season, and we'll have that right after this on your Fond du Lac Cardinal Basketball Report.
Folks, your Colonel's shaking things up with my new extra crispy chicken. Right now, get 8 pieces plus 6 of my honey barbecue wings, just $9.99. That price ain't gonna last, so shake a leg.
Want a sure bet to please any crowd? How about the Colonel's famous original recipe, your extra crispy chicken, and those fabulous side dishes? And with a simple phone call, KFC can provide all of your favorites delivered right to your door. Delivery from KFC. It's sure to be a score even among the biggest fans.
Mike's Music is your full-service music store in Fond du Lac. Our staff is always ready to serve you and answer questions. Our school band instrument rental policy is the best. We promise low rates and excellent service. We offer top brand names at bottom dollar prices. Guitars, drums, keyboards, recording gear, sound systems, sheet music, and accessories. At Mike's Music in Fond du Lac, your satisfaction is our priority. When you think music, think Mike's Music. Call 923-1925.
So, think Lens. Our factory warranty is important. Think Lens. Want follow-up service after the sale? Lens again. With over 30 years of experience and $2 million of inventory, Lens's unsurpassed quality vehicles include one-owner new truck trade-ins covered under the original factory warranty or backed by the Lens Sales and Service personalized warranty. So think Lens. Fond du Lac's exclusive Snowway snowplow dealer and truck center of choice. And see our complete line of Lund truck accessories. Think Lens.
Not all financial institutions are alike. Marine Credit Union strives to be your first choice when it comes to all your financial needs. We offer a full line of products and services, including no-fee checking accounts, time and debit cards, and a complete line of loan products. Membership is open to anyone living or working in Fond du Lac County, the city of Waupun, and select townships in Dodge County. Marine Credit Union, with 5 locations to serve you in Fond du Lac, North Fond du Lac, and Waupun. Member NCUA.
Arena with me right now, the head coach of the Cardinals, Dick Dieter. And Dick, how soon the season comes to a close for the home games on the regular portion of your schedule. Last time here at the Redbird Arena. Let's back up to last weekend. The Apple and West Terrace in the town, a game in which Fond du Lac came out and took care of business very early, totally dominated that game, come away with about a 40-point win.
Well, that's what we wanted to do. You know, you want to come out against those lesser opponents and give them a blow early in the game and knock them out, and then be able to experiment and see different kids play. And our kids came out focused. They didn't mess around, shot the ball extremely well, and played some pretty solid defense.
Something that doesn't happen real often in high school basketball, as I recall. I believe everybody in your roster scored, yeah. And that's something special. And you really admire watching the starters or the 5, 6, 7 guys sitting on the bench, really cheering for the last guy to get in the scoring column, and it's pretty special. It's a lot of fun.
Well, it is, and you know, you mentioned the starters and the guys that get to play in most games. They're the best fans of the reserves, and you know, we've got real good chemistry on the club, and everybody likes to see those guys play, and they really played well when they were out there.
As I mentioned, this is the last game on regular season here at the Redbird Arena. Somewhat unusual, I think, as I reflect on it this year, that you really never had any key big games down the stretch here at home. It seems that the schedule worked out that you had your key games earlier in the season and the tougher games on the road the second half.
Right, and you know, we've got a tough game
tomorrow
night.
Right.
To say that this one won't be tough. The club is very athletic and probably the quickest team in the league. But yeah, it just sort of worked out that way. And I think, you know, having the Oshkosh North game, we played them within a week of each other, and that one game was moved up. That would have been another big game, but it would have been I would have been on the road as well, I believe, in the second half. But yeah, this Menasha team, this Evans kid, is a real athlete, 6'6", and dunked over us in the first game on one of the first plays. He's averaging about 12 points a game. He's leading the conference in offensive rebounding, so we definitely have to keep an eye on him and not let him get putbacks. And Christensen's their top outside scorer, averaging about 12 a game. But look for a very aggressive team, both offensively and defensively. They lead the conference in fouls. They lead the conference in steals.
That's an interesting combination. It means that obviously they go after you.
Yeah.
One quick comment about, not to look by tonight's game as you would mention, but tomorrow night, Appleton East. From a coaching viewpoint, when you have a double weekend with a lesser opponent the first night, tomorrow night's the tougher of the opponent, and a very key game for you at Appleton East tomorrow night to maintain that first place share. Does it make a difference? Would you prefer to have the tougher one the first night and the easier one the second night, or as it is this way? Make a difference at all?
I think it depends on who the team is and who maybe they're playing and the style of the team you're playing the first night. Because fatigue is one thing you worry about playing back-to-back nights, and you want to try to have your guys fresh for the second night. We've had an excellent week of practice, and we've been able to prepare for both clubs, I think. And I think, you know, we just have to take care of this one tonight and then get a lot of rest, a lot of sleep, get those legs healthy, and try to take care of the one tomorrow night.
Dick Diener, head basketball coach of your Fond du Lac Cardinals. 3 games left in the conference schedule. 1 here tonight. They'll close out the home portion of it, and then 2 on the road to get at least a share of that conference championship. Dick, good luck in tonight's game and the rest of the year.
Thank you. Bye.
We'll be right back with tonight's starting lineups right after this on your Cardinal Basketball Report.
Mom, do we have any Baker string cheese? Yes, here. Save some for your brother's lunch.
Job too large or small for Spies Painting and Decorating. So whether your needs are residential, commercial, or industrial, the crew from Spies can handle it. Call Spies at 921-7107, Spies Painting and Decorating.
Team Sports is your source for letter jackets throughout the Fond du Lac area. Team Sports is also your store for youth wrestling and basketball supplies. From Cardinals and Ledgers to Badgers and Packers, let Team Sports be your sports store. We're open Monday through Friday from 9 to 8 and Saturday from 9 to 4. Team Sports, downtown Fond du Lac, across from Veterans Park.
Welcome back to the Redbird Arena. Moments before tonight's tip-off. First, tonight it is senior night, and we'll be having some presentations for the seniors down below. Let's pick it up down at courtside.
I'd like to recognize the senior member of the cheerleading squad, Kim Zilke. Senior members of the Pon-Pon squad, Katie Cahill and Melanie Kristoff. The senior members of the basketball team. They provided leadership that has been instrumental in the team's success this season. We would also like to thank their parents for supporting their sons' efforts by attending numerous games and by being here tonight. Gary Behrens and Ken Hare, representing the Fond du Lac Youth Basketball, will present a plaque to each senior, who will then present that plaque to their parents. In addition, we thank the Fond du Lac Youth Basketball Incorporated for their support of our boys and girls basketball programs. Seniors on this year's basketball team are number 3, Mark Simon. His parents, Kathy and Dave Simon. Number 4, Nick Sanger. His parents, Heidi and Dan. Number 32, Cameron Ziggy. His parents, Sue and Wes. Once again, congratulations and thank you to our senior players and their parents.
And there you do have the seniors of this year's team being honored, rightfully so. They put a lot of time into this program at Fond du Lac Ridge High. Taking a look at the conference standings as we have a moment here. Fond du Lac is still on top with Oshkosh West at 14-1. You see Menasha at 3-12. Right now we'll pause for the playing and singing of our national anthem. Once again, I'm Mike Pfeiffer along with Nick Van Acker. And Nick, for seniors, this is always an emotional night. Last time, Cardinals now, of course, have an excellent chance of being back here in permanent play for one game. But for conference play. It's the last one they're guaranteed on the home court.
Yep, and it's always a big game, and so butterflies in their stomach is, as you mentioned, the last time they possibly could step on this court, but as you mentioned, they have a really good chance to be back here to at least play one more time in a playoff game.
Moderate crowd at best on hand here tonight, but an emotional crowd to go along with that. Right now, we'll go down to Mr. Jim Bentley with tonight's non-starters and starting lineup.
Mark Simon. For the Blue Jays, the junior number 12, Rob Stepnevsky. For our Cardinals, the senior number 4, Nick Sanger. For the Jays, the senior number 30, Adam Lantvit. For the Cardinals, the sophomore number 10, Travis Diener. For Menasha, senior 32, Mike Christensen. For the Cardinals, the senior 32, Cameron Ziggy. And for the Jays, the senior number 50, Dave Evans. For Fond du Lac, a sophomore 33, Drake Diener. Menasha is coached by Mr. Mark Spangle. The Cardinals are coached by Mr. Dick Diener, assisted by Mr. Bob Lloyd.
And there you have tonight's starting lineups, and Fond du Lac Cardinals, as we had mentioned, still locked into that first place tie with Oshkosh West. And one player that we will keep an eye on, as Dick Diener talked to us in the pregame show, Dave Evans, the 6'6" senior center, good size, leaping ability, can be a factor in there.
Yep, leading offensive rebounder in the Fox Valley Association this season, averaging 12 points a game, a solid player underneath, and also, as Dick mentioned in the pregame, another guy to keep your eye on is Mike Christensen from the outside, averaging 12 points.
As we get ready to roll, here are the Jays in their rolled navy blue uniforms. Will be moving right to left. The Cardinals in their home whites, left to right on your television screen. The opening tipped out of bounds there by Evans, and it will go to the Fond du Lac Cardinals to start action here side court. Lob feed in to Mark Simon, one of the seniors honored here in the pregame. Over to Drake Diener. Over to Ziggy now, another senior. Skip pass far side of the court to Drake. Trying to get off a screen, pull up for about 6 feet, good.
Big basket, good start for Drake Diener, averaging 14.5 points a game this season, one of the top scorers in the conference.
Shabalowski with the bat, so check it now to the far side of court, that's Evans. To Stepnowski, lob feed inside, back door, off the glass, good. Nice back door cut by Adam Lampfit for the
job.
two.
Yep, good job right there from Menasha. Good rotation on offense and finding the open guy cutting to the hoop.
Ziggy with the basketball, steps up behind the arc. Three-pointer on the way from Travis, bingo!
Travis Diener from the outside. Travis averaging 16.7 points a game. He is the leading scorer in the conference as of right now.
And has a fair amount of margin with that average. If I look down here, he's got a .2 cushion. That's quite a bit at this point of the season.
Yeah, it is.
And with 3 games left and a couple of solid efforts, he should lead the conference in scoring for the season. Shabalowski with the basketball above his head, looking back door and a cut, not there. Cardinals covered up quickly. Now lob feed to Evans, off the glass, overlays, gets his own rebound, puts it back.
Right there, Fond du Lac has to box out, as Dick mentioned. Evans, a good offensive rebounder, missed the first shot, but was right there for the offensive board and tip back.
You know, Travis, another 3 on the way. This one draws just the backside of the glass, and Evans away with the board. I'll maybe hold this comment for about 2 more times down court, and then we'll throw one at you, Dick.
All right.
Stepnowski looks down low, feed overplayed nicely by Cardinals, and here they come on the run. Ziggy on the lead feed, off the glass, good. Cardinals, great transition, and Ziggy with the 2.
Right there, great defense. Dick Singer with the steal. Fond du Lac a transition game, leading Cameron Ziggy out in the open. Easy layup for Fond du Lac.
Cardinals at 7-4 lead. Stepnowski off the post shot. This shot rims and falls from Christensen.
Menasha doing a good job here staying with Fond du Lac early. Fond du Lac getting out, putting some points on the board, but Menasha likewise putting some points up themselves with 6 in the game.
Ziggy to the glass, penetrates, overlays, gets the rebound, second time good. Well, Ziggy stays with it, overlays the first one, gets it right back.
Good job by Cameron, as you mentioned, underneath. fought for the offensive board and put it back in. Good job by Cameron, who is averaging 10.9 points a game.
Stepnoski now over to the near side of the court. Give it off there to Evans. Turns, goes to the basket, but we're going to have a travel on Evans. Well, did everything well there, except took that one extra step.
Great defense that time by Nick Singer, bumping Evans a little bit underneath. Singer's a guy that's going to play physical with Evans, and that's why Dick has him guarding him in this basketball game, because Nick will play physical with him and won't let him to the hoop.
And that travel also created by some backside turnover help. Good job on the tray for Drake Diener.
Drake Diener open on the outside. Menasha, if they want to win this basketball game, they cannot allow Drake Diener open from the outside. He's shooting 52% from the three-point arc.
And taken away by the Cardinals. Drake with it. Leave it off to Travis. Bounce pass to Singer to the glass. 2 more.
Good job. Good transition offense by the Cardinals. Travis to Nick Singer.
Jays need a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside. Cardinals leave it 14-6.
My dad says when I get big enough to own my truck to go to Len's Truck Accessories to make it look great. They have everything from bend liners and caps to visors and running boards from the good guys like Lund, Monroe, Raider, and Weston. So I guess that's the place. Len's Truck Accessories at Siebel on Military Road. When I get big enough.
Back at the Redbird Arena, your Mike's Music score, 14-6 in favor of the Fond du Lac Cardinals. A traveling violation. As Mike's Music sponsors our scoreboards all season long, we wanted to thank them for that special support.
Menasha on offense. Third time down the court in a row, they've turned the basketball over. That's what the coaching staff wanted to talk about in the timeout, is they cannot turn the basketball over.
And they can also not allow Cardinals to spot up on trays like that one, Siggy!
Fond du Lac right now is 3 of 4 from the three-point arc. 1 from Travis, 1 from Drake, and 1 from Cam and Siggy.
Well, there's their 3 guns. All 3 of them are able and capable and willing to knock down the trays. While being free. Evans gets it back, kicks it back out. It's going to be a 3-second violation as Evans lost the handle in the paint, couldn't regather the ball. By the time he does, it's a 3-second violation.
Fond du Lac allowed 6 points early on here in the basketball game, and Menasha stayed with them a little bit. But right now, Fond du Lac's defense has been way too much for the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays have been turning the ball over.
Well, the Cardinals come in with their triple dynamic trio as they hit the bench with their normal top 3, which include Thomas, Foster, and Dallas Diener. Siggy on the court along with Travis, the 5. There's Travis with the basketball. Cardinals on the rotation to the outside. Siggy work it to the middle, bounce past the Foster, far side of the court. Now back to Travis. Tray ball on the way, good again!
Fond du Lac sizzling from the outside right now, 4 of 5. Travis hits his second three-point basket here in the first quarter.
Cardinals 20 points on the board, leading at 20-6 with 3.5 to go in the first quarter. As Jones loses the handle out of bounds, but now they are going to change it. Clearly should have gone back to Fond du Lac and will. Get a look at the coaching staffs, right? Fond du Lac's Dick Diener on the far side, Mark Spangle on the near with the dark sweater on.
The last 5 times down the court, Menasha has turned the basketball over, and Fond du Lac right now taking full advantage of putting points on the board.
Jay's trying to get a little bit of full court pressure defense. Cardinals break it easily. Siggy, take the tray. 3-ball, side pocket, won't go. Tip, good by Dallas Diener.
Dallas Diener right there on the missed basket. He's a guy, as we mentioned all season long, a tough player underneath that will fight for the rebound. Not the tallest guy on the court, but one of the toughest.
And we've also said from time to time that Dallas also plays well above his size.
Yeah, he does.
Got to fall underneath on Fond du Lac.
Dallas, a guy that's only 6 foot tall, but will bump down underneath, like with the best of them.
Thomas will pick up the first foul of the basketball game. Into the game is Tim Colgin for the Jays, wearing number 22. Inbounds pass, overlaid there by Jones. They get it back, shot from the top of the key. They're actually the free throw line there was good by Colgin.
Right now, Menasha 4 points off offensive boards.
And shoulder fake to get Thomas with the basketball. skip pass to the far side of the court. Travis. Ziggy. Travis with a tray. Rims it, won't go. Hold by Evans, and he is fouled by Dallas Diener, his first. That comment I was going to make a little bit earlier, Nick. We'll make a comparison here. You were talking in our pregame about Dave Mater.
Yeah.
Mater is at 6'10". Dave Evans here is at 6'6". And I'll take Evans any day of the week over Mater.
Oh, yeah, I would too. Evans a lot. I think more physical player underneath, better jumping ability, and
more athletic.
Yeah, more athletic, exactly. Dave Mater is not an athletic basketball player, and I don't know what Dick Bennett sees that we don't see in him, but he must see something.
Hopefully something.
Hopefully.
Well, Ziggy gets the steal, and at the other end, loses the ball off his foot out of bounds, so they'll exchange a pair of turnovers, and the Jays get it back to bring it in. Koljan with honors, and he'll leave it off for Stefnoski. Across the timeline to the far side of the court. Koljan once again, now top of the circle. Looking near side, cutting the back door. With it is Koljan. Back to the top of the key again to Jones. Running one-hander inside, won't go there from Landfit, and here come the Cardinals. The big lead, 1:50 to go. The first quarter. Shot rims from Foster, and we're going to have a jump ball on a possession arrow. It will go back to the Jays.
Fond du Lac a little bit cold here towards the end of the first quarter from the field. They have put 22 points on the board, but their last 3 times down, they have missed, including 1 turnover.
Well, temporary delay here as Ben Thomas has got to tie up the old laces that came loose. So the Jays with the basketball. Rob Stefnoski with it across the Cardinal insignia on the court. Give it off there to Landfit above his head to the Stefnoski on the left side sidewalk. Got away the carry there. Pulls up the charity stripe. Rims it, won't go. Cardinals, Drake Diener with the board. Here come the Cardinal white. Ziggy. Down to Drake. Back to Cameron. Now reload the offense. Directing traffic there now with the ball. Dallas Diener over to Ben Thomas. 1:12 to go in the first quarter of play. Ziggy off the left side sidewalk. Skip pass. Dallas runs it down. Almost loses the handle. Gets it. Drake. Free ball side pocket. Won't go. Tipped out of bounds. Should stay and will with the Fond du Lac Cardinals.
Fond du Lac just has to find a rhythm here on offense. They've struggled a few times down now. They just have to find a rhythm, find the open shot. They've found some open shots, but they just have not been able to hit them right now.
Travis back in as Dallas leaves. Also Singer in as Ziggy leaves. A good look right there. Travis Diener leading the conference, as you mentioned earlier, in scoring. Only a sophomore. I kind of believe it's been a while since a sophomore led the conference. I don't think that Dan Weiss did of Oshkosh 2 years ago.
There's some great players in the conference this year, and right now Travis sticking out at the top.
But more balance, I think, overall. It's a long time since, what is it now, 16.7 has won a conference scoring title. Rimmer won't go. Running one-hander, no good. And the Cardinals away with the board inside of a half minute to go. Trying, Thomas over to Singer. Cardinals working for the last look at things here. Clock rolls down to 10. 9, 8, 7. To the glass off the left hand. Underlays. Foster follows good with 2-1. And we've come to the end of the first quarter of play from the Redbird Arena. As Foster able to get the late tip. And the Cardinals after 1. It's your Mike's Music score. Fond du Lac 24 and Menasha 8.
Surgery has a board of certified surgeons to help you. So whether a condition exists for weekend voyeurism, work, or around the house, the doctors at the Clinic of Orthopedic Surgery can help.
Now in the Aurora Healthcare Center.
Tonight's game brought to you by Mid-States Aluminum, serving the nation with creative solutions. Mid-States Aluminum, where progress through people makes the difference. Back here in the second quarter, taking a look at the first quarter stats. First for Fond du Lac, pretty good shooting quarter, 10 of 18 from the field for 56%, 6 rebounds and 1 turnover for the Blue Jays of Menasha, 4 of 9 from the field for 44%. They had 3 rebounds and 7 turnovers.
And the Cardinals continue to pour points in the board. Remember what did they have last week?
Had to be 24 maybe.
No, I'm just thinking what they had to score to finish. We'll have to look back. They were close to 90.
Oh yeah, they had 90.
94 or something? Or
90 to 44, I think.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Well, they're on that pace once again, 24 points here in the first quarter of play. Drake with the basketball. Tim Lloyd here in to start the second quarter of play. Simon waltzes through the defense, then kicks it back out to Travis, top of the key.
The thing for Fond du Lac right now, they're up 24 to 8. They cannot get sloppy right now.
Well, Mark Simon with the train.
They took care of that really easily. Mark Simon from the outside.
You know, Simon almost always, his first shot ends up being a three-pointer, and he almost always nails it. Yeah, I said earlier, I think we'll get a foul here on the Cardinals. It's going to go on 3. It will be Simon is first. I don't have the stats, and I should ask Nick Peter for that individual, but Mark Simon, I would love to know what his three-point shooting percentage is.
Yeah, it's got to be really good because it seems like whenever he takes a shot from the outside, it always goes in.
He doesn't shoot often, but he hardly ever misses a 3. 27-8, your Mike's Music score. Just over 7 minutes to go in the first half of play. Shabalowski with it on the down low feed. Tipped once, no good. Boy, Jones just totally missed the bunny down low.
Menasha's done that quite a few times in this basketball game so far, missing the easy bunny shot. Fond du Lac gets the board.
Travis misses the train at Coffin corner. Drake gets it back off the glass, good. Well, Shabalowski tried to kick it off at Drake. Diener stayed with it and got the layup.
Yeah, most of the time that works, but not that time. He tried to throw it off Drake. Drake just picked it up and put it in.
Drake with 7 points in the basketball game. Cardinals lead it 29-8. And an early romp here again. Ball tipped away by Tim Lloyd. Here come the Cardinals. Drake pulls it up, leave it, reload the offense. Simon back to Drake Diener. Looking for the pick, gets it there from Singer. Looking for the give and go, but it wouldn't work. Pick and roll, not there. Long 2 is missed by Drake. Lloyd with the rebound. Back to Drake. Wide open Trey on the way. Back of the hoop. Singer keeps it alive in the hands of Travis. Simon with it. And a travel on Mark Simon.
Not too often do you see Drake miss an open three-point shot. Right there he did. Fond du Lac, good job though this time down the court. Offensive boards, they have pretty much controlled on the night. That time 3 chances at looking at the hoop, but then turned it over.
Coljan across the timeline for the Jays. Give it off to Landvit. Ball between the circles, off to the left side. Into the hands of Shabalowski. Works the ball to the far end. Simon almost with the pick. Looking down low to Evans. Bingo on the stuff.
Right there shows Evans' athletic ability that we talked about before. Wide open underneath, and he's not afraid to put him down.
Evans leading the way with 4 points now. Travis with a tray. Rims won't come down. And here come the Jays. Landvit off to the left side. Off the glass. Good for Christensen.
Right now, Fond du Lac struggling a little bit from the field. And Christensen getting up a little bit slow.
And Dick Diener's going to take a quick timeout. We'll step aside with 5:14 to go. Fond du Lac leads it 29-12. Jetstream is Fond du Lac's original car wash since 1962. Their new oil and lube center now open. 2 locations in Fond du Lac, Pioneer and Scott Street.
Jackson & Call Insurance, your independent insurance agents. One great agency all under one roof at the corner of Sheboygan and Mar. That's Bob Call and Bob Jackson. Because they work for themselves, they work harder for you. Call today at 923-4020.
Tonight's game brought to you by Diener Painting and Decorating of Fond du Lac, painting and decorating fine establishments in the area for over 20 years. Yours could be next. Call 922-2629.
Well, each team now has used a 20-second timeout. Cardinals got a lot more than 20, but I think officially that's going to be a 20-second timeout. Fond du Lac leads at 29-12 with 5:10 to go in the first half of play. Mark Simon with the basketball. Skip past the left side. Cardinals with that good ball rotation, a lot of patient offense, good touches.
I think that timeout Dick basically wanted to take it because Fond du Lac struggling a little bit, throwing up a lot of three-point baskets, and as of right now, they are a little bit cold from the outside, so he just wants them to get back in the basic offense.
Ziggy got kind of caught up. I think you could see his eyes look down low and got caught between a shot and a pass. Turnaround by Evans is no good. Good board by Fond du Lac's Tim Lloyd, who just crimes the ladder there.
Tim Lloyd has had a great basketball season off the bench. He hasn't gotten a whole lot of playing time, but it seems like every single time he's in there, he does something.
Well, he's got productive time.
Yep.
Skip past to Drake, top of the circle again now. Rotation to the far side. Cameron loses the handle, regains it. Give it to Ben Thomas. Doubled up there, get it back now to Timmy Lloyd, back to Thomas. Clock rolls at 4:05 to go in the first half of play. Thomas to Simon.
This is the offense Fond du Lac is used to all season long, just taking some time off the clock and moving that basketball around, finding the open jumper.
The Blue Jays, after about the third time down court, went to a zone defense, and that's what the Jays have stayed in since that point. Cardinals there in a perimeter game. Ball tipped away and taken away on the turnover by Menasha on this past occasion down court. Colgan, ball tipped away by Cardinals. Diener, and here comes Fond du Lac. Across the timeline, 3.5 left in the first half of play. Cardinals lead at 29-12. Down low to Simon, blocked. Not Simon, down low to Lloyd, I should say, blocked by Evans.
Evans underneath. He's been very impressive in this basketball game so far. One of the bright spots of this Menasha ball club this season.
Singer and Travis Diener back in for Fond du Lac. I would expect if Dick Diener can build up a good hefty lead, he'd like to get his starters a lot of rest in this game. With the double game tomorrow night, you don't want to have them tired when you go into Appleton East. Tough place to play.
Yeah, it is. A very tough place to play, and a very good Appleton East ball club. So Fond du Lac has to be at the top of their game tomorrow night.
Stefanoski with it on a yo-yo dribble, top of the key. Hook pass to Evans and a foul. Believing it will go probably on Singer, which would be his first, and that's what it is.
Fond du Lac, last time down, third turnover of the basketball game, getting very sloppy on offense. The Menasha defense getting tough, and that zone defense may be throwing Fond du Lac off a little bit.
Dallas Diener in for, I believe it was Drake that went out, yes. Lob feed inside to Evans at a right side sidewalk. Evans, or I should say, Singer got a nice running move there by Evans, but he's going to pick up the retaliation foul off the overlay.
Yep, Evans overlaid at that time. Cameron Ziggy came down with the rebound, and Evans underneath tried to swipe it away and got a piece of Cameron's arm, so he'll be called for the foul, his first.
First foul of the game for the Menasha Blue Jays. 2:45 left in the first half of play. Travis, Simon, to the near side, Ziggy. Back to Simon and back to Travis. Three ball on the way, good!
Travis struggling a little bit from the outside towards the end of the first quarter and beginning of the second quarter here, but puts one down there. Fond du Lac up top on your Mike's Music score, 32-12.
Well, Travis with 3 baskets, all the three-point variety. Tearing away, here come the Cardinals on a takeaway. Give it down, and Singer loses his footing down low, as if there was a little moisture on the court or something, and he's called for the travel.
Yeah, it looked like it may be a little bit of moisture, and too, Nick Singer was running full force to the hoop that time, and maybe momentum pushing him over that time.
When you see that developing, all you want to hope for is a knee or an ankle doesn't go.
Exactly.
Because those are the times you get a little sliding action, and it catches, and you can be very vulnerable. Paul Spangle into the game for Menasha for the first time. Spangle, a 6'3" junior, wearing number 34. Shebalowski with the basketball for Menasha. Gets a pick there, but the Cardinals work through it. That was Dallas Diener. Shebalowski down low, blocked by Foster. Here comes Fond du Lac inside of 2 minutes to go in the first half of play. Mark Simon on the yo-yo dribble to the far side of the court to Travis Diener. Skip past to Drake on the near side. They've really got Menasha extending that zone right now. Got to look back door. Drake with the tray. Grams, and comes out. Halfway down, almost tickled the net, and it came back out. 1:30 left in the first half of play. Off to Yo-Yo Landfit to the top of the circle, Christensen. Now we're looking left, comes back to the right side, gives it to Spangle. Right above the arc, down low, hook feed into Shabalowski to the glass. Offensive foul on Davis Shabalowski. It will be his first.
Good call right there. Shabalowski just put down his shoulder and pulled forward and called for the offensive foul. Good call.
Interesting, Dick Dieter had told us in the pregame that this team leads the conference in fouls. This is only their second foul tonight of the whole basketball game.
Yep.
With exactly 1 minute left in the first half of play. Drake down to Foster in the right side sidewalk. Not going to reload, rotate the offense to the far side of the court into the hands of Travis Diener. Now skip past to Drake. 45 seconds to go. Dallas pumps once. Now rotates it to the far side. A blocking foul will go on Paul Stengel. It'll be his first. Common foul. Fond du Lac will inbound side court. 39 seconds to go. I wonder if Fond du Lac won't look for one here. Good time to work on possession and looking for that last shot.
Usually when it gets down to this range, they're looking for one shot. So looks like right here, that's what they're going to do.
Thomas with the basketball. Travis. Half minute left. Clock rolling down as you see, the 13 seconds, 12. Fond du Lac doing a good job here. They've really got him stretched. Look for a back door here, but now Menasha is going to cut it back. Foster with a tray ball side pocket, good!
Big three-point basket right before the buzzer. Al Foster.
And at the end of one half of play, your Mike's Music score. Fond du Lac 35 and Menasha 12.
Halftime today brought to you by Baker's String Cheese. With only 79 calories in each stick, it's the perfect snack food for the kids. It's the fun food that's so easy to just peel and eat. And it's healthy for you. High protein, 100% natural. Baker's String Cheese, the official halftime snack food of the video sports team, and available at fine food stores everywhere. Baker's String Cheese of St. Cloud.
At halftime today, also brought to you by KFC, featuring home delivery. Take the hassle out of mealtime with KFC. Well, Cardinals, another impressive first half of play. Lead it big at halftime. It's Fond du Lac 35, Menasha 12.
Think Lens. Our factory warranty is important. Think Lens. Want follow-up service after the sale? Lens again. With over 30 years of experience and $2 million of inventory, Lens's unsurpassed quality vehicles include one-owner new truck trade-ins covered under the original factory warranty or backed by the Lens Sales and Service personalized warranty. So think Lens. Fond du Lac's exclusive Snowway snowplow dealer and truck center of choice. And see our complete line of Lund truck accessories. Think Lens.
Folks, your Colonel's shaking things up with my new extra crispy chicken. Right now, get 8 pieces plus 6 of my honey barbecue wings, just $9.99. That price ain't gonna last, so shake a leg.
Want a sure bet to please any crowd? How about the Colonel's famous original recipe or extra crispy chicken and those fabulous side dishes? And with a simple phone call, KFC can provide all of your favorites delivered right to your door. Delivery from KFC. It's sure to be a score even among the biggest fans.
This is your full-service music store in Fond du Lac. Our staff is always ready to serve you and answer questions. Our school band instrument rental policy is the best. We promise low rates and excellent service. We offer top brand names at bottom dollar prices. Guitars, drums, keyboards, recording gear, sound systems, sheet music, and accessories. At Mike's Music in Fond du Lac, your satisfaction is our priority. When you think music, think Mike's Music. Call 923-1925.
Welcome back to the Redbird Arena. Your Mike's Music halftime score is Menasha 30, I should say Fond du Lac 35, Menasha 12, and Fond du Lac, Nick, has come out as they've done lately and taken care of business early.
Yeah, they have. They came out in the beginning of the game and put some points on the board, put 24 points on the board in the first quarter, shooting very well from the outside. The second quarter, struggled a little bit from the field, but still Fond du Lac putting a lot of points on the board and pretty much taking control, up 35-12 right now.
Kind of looking like halftime has gone to the Birds here at the Redbird Arena.
Yeah, it has. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of stylish.
Yeah, what our staff doesn't come up with.
I know. It's amazing. Sometimes it's scary, though.
We had to go to the youngest member of our staff to come up with all these gadgets, but nonetheless.
Yeah, sometimes the things that people come up with around here, I don't know.
And we'll take a look at the first half stats.
All right, let's take a look at the first half stats. For Fond du Lac, 14 of 28, 50% from the field. No free throws for either team. 12 rebounds for Fond du Lac and 3 turnovers. For the Menasha Blue Jays, they were 8 of 15 from the field for 53%. No free throws as well for them. They had 6 rebounds and 12 turnovers.
And taking a look at the scoring for the first half of play, scoring leaders for Fond du Lac, they are led by Travis Diener with 9 points, Drake Diener with 7, and Cameron Ziggy likewise with 7 points. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays were led by Evans with 4 and Christensen likewise with 4, the leading scorers of tonight's basketball game at halftime. And that's where we stand. Your Mike's Music score at half is Fond du Lac 35, Menasha 12. Nick and I and the rest of the Birds will be right back right after this on your Battle of the Birds report.
Okay, folks, what'll it be? What would you like, sweetheart?
A Pepsi, please.
Sorry, we only have Coke. Now you've done it.
You're sorry? Not half as sorry as you're gonna be. I ordered a Pepsi, pal.
She's got a mind of her own.
What's with this guy?
Look, I just thought...
You thought? What you really thought was that I don't know the difference between Pepsi and a Coke, right?
Here's your Pepsi.
Thank you.
Kids say the darndest things.
What are you looking at?
I like this place.
Painting and decorating. So whether your needs are residential, commercial, or industrial, the crew from Spies can handle it. Call Spies at 921-7107. Spies Painting and Decorating.
Welcome back to the Redbird Arena. Just a few seconds here from the start of the second half, and we'll remind you that we've got tournament action kicking in already tomorrow afternoon. As a matter of fact, Nick, you know, believe it or not, if I remember correctly, all of our games from here on out are all tournament play.
Yeah, they are.
That's that part of the season.
March Madness is almost here.
And starting early in February. We'll start out tomorrow afternoon with a pair of high school hockey games as hockey tournament gets underway. Fond du Lac at 1 o'clock will face off against Whitefish Bay. That will be at the Blue Line FIC. We'll have it for you at 3:30. Stay tuned. We'll follow it up with St. Mary's Springs. They have a 4 o'clock face-off with Beaver Dam. And we'll have that one for you at 6:30 on Saturday. A pair of games for you tomorrow. High school hockey as the WIAA tournament trail begins, and we'll have 2 for you Saturday afternoon.
It's going to be exciting. A lot of good teams in the Fond du Lac area, possibly a chance to make it to state hockey, basketball.
Well, Fond du Lac obviously has got to, as we have a foul on Fond du Lac. Fond du Lac Cardinal hockey team has got to be an overwhelming favorite to make it to the state tournament in a sectional that is not particularly strong, frankly. Cardinals with a terrific season at 19-1 overall. What a year it's been. The foul was on Singer. Shot off the near side by Shabalowski, won't go. Evans gets the rebound and is promptly fouled by Simon.
All right, Menasha's going to inbound the basketball now. Evans with it. Out on top, almost stolen away by Drake.
So tip there, and the Fond du Lac Cardinals will go back on D once again as with the basketball. Shabalowski over to the top of the circle now as they rotate it around to Stefanoski. Cutting to Shabalowski. No, that wasn't Shabalowski, it was Landvet. The Blue Jays working a lot of perimeter offense, and a foul away from the basketball. It's going to go on Shabalowski. It will be his second. So he got mixed up with Simon.
Second offensive foul of the basketball game for Menasha.
So the Cardinals now working a little bit against a little bit of token pressure. Shabalowski all over his opposite number there. That was Travis Diener. Rebound on a reverse pivot. Nice job by Fond du Lac's Cameron Ziggy on the reverse layup.
Great play by Cameron. Strong rebound and took it strong right back to the hoop. Pitcher, perfect.
Cameron now with 9 points in the basketball game. Simon with another steal. Looking for Singer off the glass, blocked from behind. Ziggy with the board. Gets into trouble, rotates, blocked again. Evans right there on a pair of blocks. And here come the Jays. Cross-court pass to Christensen and a foul.
Evans underneath. Defensively that time, just outstanding, blocking 2 shots and staying right in the paint and taking out all of the Fond du Lac's offense.
Singer will pick up the foul. I have him for 3, as do the official scores. So Singer will probably get an early call, as Dallas Diener is up off the Pines, and will check in after the first free throw. First one is good. Believe it or not, that was our first free throw of the basketball game for either team there from Christensen. So Mike Christensen will get another opportunity. Second one is also good. So Mike's music score now is 6:20 to go in the third quarter of play. Has the Cardinals out front 37-14. Up by 23, but Nick, it almost seems to me that they should be up by more than that. They've dominated so badly in this game.
Yeah, they have. There was that little drought in the second quarter where nothing would fall, but other than that, shots have been going down for Fond du Lac tonight.
Ball tipped away, last touch there by Rob Stefanoski, and the Cardinals will get it back in court. With honors, you see Travis Diener pull the trigger. Lob feed way over the top and actually into the back court. Perfectly legal. Mark Simon now with it. He'll swing it to the far side of the court. Ziggy, Travis, now right back to Simon. A lot of quick touches. 3-ball, side pocket, short front of the rim from Drake. Gets his own rebound. Now look back door to Travis. Underlays, might have been partially blocked there by Evans. And here come the Jays. Give it off to Christensen. He's going to pull up. There's another block. That one on Ziggy. By Ziggy. Cardinals off transition. Get it down to Ziggy. Tipped away from him. Out of bounds. And back to Fond du Lac. Travis with a good D and the pickpocket job. Colgin back in for the Jays. Where's number 22? Skip pass to Simon. He'll work it to the near side of the court to Travis Diener, down to the post, now to the far side. Drake. Cardinals are going to just bring it back out. Looks like a 2-3 zone being applied by the Menasha Blue Jays. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter of play. Skip pass. Go ahead.
Excuse me. Good job by Fond du Lac offensively with the zone.
A long 2 for Cameron Ziggy.
Fond du Lac just moved the basketball around, found the open jumper, and that was Cameron Ziggy out on top.
Fond du Lac's got such a tough perimeter game. You've got Travis and Drake, who you've obviously got a key on. Ziggy, I think, has had just an outstanding second half of play. His shooting has been phenomenal from the perimeter. You certainly can't leave Mark Simon alone.
And Dallas Diener can hit it from the outside.
Foster off the fence.
Yep, Foster. And Cameron Ziggy is one of those versatile guys that can take it underneath and post up and also step outside and hit the three-point basket.
Ziggy's got decent size, 6'5". A 3-second violation away from the ball there on Ross Jones.
Third turnover of the third quarter for the Menasha Blue Jays.
Drake's going to take the tray and bury it.
Drake took it all the way down himself. He had that one eyed up from this end of the court and put it in. His
second tray of the basketball game. Fond du Lac girls tonight up at Menasha to close out their regular season. And they will begin tournament play, I believe it's Tuesday.
Yep.
And we will have that for you, by the way, next Tuesday night. Gals basketball. Fond du Lac will play Beaver Dam right here at the Redbird Arena. I believe that's yes, it's a 7 o'clock tip-off, so we'll have that one for 9 o'clock. Is that going to be right down there, Dave? We'll have that special start time a little bit earlier, 9 o'clock on Tuesday night, Gals basketball, Fond du Lac Beaver Dam.
Tournament action starting already, and good luck to the Fond du Lac girls. Always in tournament time, and last year made it to the sectional finals. Let's see if they can pull out a state tournament bid this year.
Kolja misses the first, gets the second, but that was a 3-shot foul, so he'll get one more. Foster in for Ziggy. Want to make sure all of our viewers are well. When we get to tournament play, our normal playback times will not be as consistent as they were all season long, so please pay attention to that, because depending upon earlier or later starts, which is often the case in tournament action, that could vary as it will on Tuesday night with the early start. Dallas Diener, cross court. Cardinals rotating the ball. Thomas to Travis, down to Foster. Travis with a 3, back of the hoop. Tipped once, no good. Kept alive by Foster, and out of bounds. Last touched by Cardinals. With 3:40 left in the third quarter of play. Christensen across the timeline for Menasha. Has a pick there from Colgin, but decides not to use it. At the high post was Evans. Down to the near side sidewalk, Landvit. Rotate the ball back to the top of the circle. Penetration by Colgin. Give it off there on the Jones on the runner. Down low on the baseline. Overlays everything. And Thomas with the board for Fond du Lac. Travis off penetration. Look down low. Nice look away pass. Reverse shot. Good by Foster. Great. Well, you can really see that one develop from this angle.
Yeah, great pass right there. You can see Travis eyeing up Al Foster underneath, and Al Foster with a little razzle-dazzle.
We've got a timeout in the court with 3:04 left in the third quarter of play. It's Fond du Lac 44, Menasha 16.
Team Sports is your source for letter jackets throughout the Fond du Lac area. Team Sports is also your store for youth wrestling and basketball supplies. From Cardinals and Ledgers to Badgers and Packers, let Team Sports be your sports store. We're open Monday through Friday from 9 to 8 and Saturday from 9 to 4. Team Sports, downtown Fond du Lac, across from Veterans Park.
Tonight's game brought to you by Mom Pa's Sicko Express. The pumps are open at Mom Pa's Sicko on the corner of 12th and Main. We pump the gas for you on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday between 9 and 2.
Fond du Lac, I'll tell you, sometimes it goes unnoticed that they're so efficient at it, as a foul away from the ball is going to go against Evans for push-off of Thomas. For Evans, it'll be a second. But Fond du Lac, who comes into this game, number 1 in the conference in defense, by a almost full 8 points, giving up just a tad over 40 points a game. They've only, almost through 3 quarters here, given up 16 points in this basketball game, Nick. You know, you forget how good their defense is.
Yeah, exactly. 16 points right now. They're not even nearing the 40 mark, so Fond du Lac, has not given up many points defensively at all this year.
And Fond du Lac has gone about 8, 9 deep. 9 they played here consistently in the first half of play. So it's not like you've got your front runners all the way in. But again, that's a credit to the depth and bench of this Fond du Lac Cardinal team. Ben Thomas with the basketball. Work between the circles. With 2:30 to go.
What?
That hurts.
What?
Jumper there by Travis is good. Long 2 for Travis Diener. Travis now with 11 points in the basketball game. Turnaround, River won't go. Cardinal, or I should say Evans with the board. Good, and a foul. It's going to go on Timmy Lloyd. It'll be his first.
Evans underneath, a good job. Another offensive board. And put it back in the foul.
So Evans will go to the charity stripe for Menasha. Drake Diener back in, Travis out. Also in for Menasha is Paul Spangle. We're going to look at Evans, 6'6" senior. Free throw is good. Now with 7 points in the basketball game. And with that, Evans will come out and Rob Stepnoski back in. So the Jays going much smaller and picking up the defense now. Full boat pressure. They get the Cardinals in the Dallas Diener across the timeline easily. And then they're going to reload the offense. Ben Thomas with it. Work the ball between the legs, now off to Drake Diener to the near side, Dallas. Top of the circle, Foster. Penetrates, cuts it back out now to Thomas. Skip past to the far side of the court. With it, that is Dallas Diener. Handoff there to Tim Lloyd, out to the top of the circle. Fond du Lac again. A lot of touches, a lot of patient offense. Clock rolls with 1:38 left in the quarter. Thomas on a cut, Foster off the glass, good, nice give and go. Cardinals just break them down with their patient offense.
Yep, and another basket by Al Foster. He has had a big basketball game tonight, a dominating force off the bench all season. 3-point basket was good that time by 34, Paul Spangle, yep.
His first points in the basketball game. Dallas Diener. Work the ball to the far side, top the key. Timmy Lloyd looking down low. They got Thomas all alone, couldn't see him. And a three is good, and we've got an injured player on the court. Dallas Diener will get the tray. But the Blue Jays had a player down in the court.
Yep.
Didn't see what happened there.
He was rubbing his head on the court and maybe fell down and hit his head. He's holding his head right now as both coaches are out there.
Didn't see when he went down, actually. He was kind of away from the plate at the time. But we'll step aside and be back, and hopefully the young man will be okay when we get back right after this on your Cardinal Basketball Report.
Tonight's game brought to you by Sunny 97 WFDL Sports. Tom Biolo, Greg Stensland, George Bauman on hockey. They are at the game tonight. They have a number of games tomorrow. They have Fond du Lac hockey in the afternoon. They will have updates tomorrow afternoon, all afternoon, on the Fond du Lac Springs game that will be played on our sister station. And Fond du Lac basketball tomorrow night. Actually, that Springs game, if you're looking for it, it'll be on our sister station, WMDC out of Mayville. That's 98.7, so you can find that Springs game with George and Tom Biolo on that station. Then Fond du Lac basketball tomorrow night, Fond du Lac and Appleton East on 97.7.
Oh, the young man up off the court holding a ice pack on his head, so hopefully he will be okay, and the ball bang free. Here come the Cardinals off the turnover. Thomas with it. Giving off to Foster on the right side. Looking back door right through the hands of Drake Diener. Drake says, no, didn't touch it. It was tipped away, but nonetheless, it will go back to the Jays.
That's only Fond du Lac's fourth turnover of the basketball game. They've done a very good job tonight of taking care of the basketball offense.
Well, you see it right there, the ice pack on the back side of the head. So I don't know if he came down in the back of the head or exactly what did transpire there. Looked as though, or the assumption would have to be that he came down on the court. Off the missed shot, a foul on Menasha.
He'll have a headache.
Yes, well, I think he had a headache just looking at the scoreboard.
Yeah, that too.
The foul will go on Jones. It will be his first. So, clock at 15 seconds to go now in the third quarter of play. Fond du Lac to look for one last shot. With it, Diener tripped up and a foul. Common foul here. I believe it'll go on Stefanoski. That's who it is. His first. Third team foul. For Menasha up off the Pines, Mike Smolinski for the first time tonight. His first action. 9 seconds to go in the quarter. Fond du Lac will look for that one last opportunity. Shot no good by Drake. Gets another chance. A shot and a foul. Drake with the pump got the defense to push. And he'll go to the line to shoot a pair with 2 seconds to go in the quarter.
Right now, Colgin is leaving the basketball court.
They're going to take him into the locker room and check him out. So Drake Diener to the line to shoot 2.
Those are one of those things when you hit your head on the court that the main thing you worry about is a concussion. So that's probably what they're taking precaution for.
Drake misses the front. This is the first, with 2 seconds to go in the third quarter, first free throw shot by Fond du Lac.
Tonight's game brought to you by Jetstream Car Wash, Fond du Lac's original car wash since 1962. Their new Oil and Lube Center is open, a free full-service car wash with every oil change. 2 locations, Pioneer and Scott Street in Fond du Lac.
Drake gets 1 out of 2, 2 seconds to go in the quarter. Jays will be looking for the home run pass to get it in. Intercepted by Foster at the buzzer. He lets one fly. And we've come to the end of 3 here from the Redbird Arena. And your Mike's Music score after 3, Fond du Lac 52, Menasha 21. Nick and I will be back with the final 8 right after this on your Cardinal Basketball Report.
Not all financial institutions are alike. Marine Credit Union strives to be your first choice when it comes to all your financial needs. We offer a full line of products and services, including no-fee checking accounts, time and debit cards, and a complete line of loan products. Membership is open to anyone living or working in Fond du Lac County, the city of Waupun, and select townships in Dodge County. Marine Credit Union, with 5 locations to serve you in Fond du Lac, North Fond du Lac, and Waupun. Member NCUA.
And welcome back to the Redbird Arena. The third quarter stats for Fond du Lac, 7 of 14 for 50% from the field. They had 8 rebounds and 1 turnover. For Menasha, 2 of 6 from the field for 33%, 4 rebounds and 5 turnovers.
And Fond du Lac with the first possession to start the fourth quarter of action. Missed one shot, but have it back. Simon with it to the far side. Ziggy pumps once, going to pull up, feed inside to Singer, and baby skyhook is good off the glass.
Nick Singer has had a nice game offensively tonight, putting a couple of points in. 4 points for him. So putting a couple of baskets in underneath.
And Singer is one of those guys that they don't look for a lot of scoring from, and anything he gives them is a bonus. He's in there for defense and rebounding and screening. You know, that's so important to this Fond du Lac offense, part of the what they do best.
Yep, and we've talked about the role players all season long, and Nick Singer is one of those blue-collar role players that will just go out there and take care of his business and not worry too much about scoring.
After Fond du Lac miss off transition, the pull-up shot from Spangle is nothing but air, and here comes Cardinals on transition. Reverse shot again, and a travel will be called on Ziggy. Well, I would expect here very, very shortly, we'll see Dick Diener getting his starters. Right now he's got all 5 in there, and I would say this will go for another minute. And I think by the 5.5 minutes, they're going to be done for the game, the majority of them.
Yep, he's done a lot of rotating in and out, getting the starters a lot of rest in this basketball game. Guys like Ben Thomas and Al Foster and Floyd in there for Fond du Lac.
Got a big basketball game, blocking foul on Stefanoski across the way, his second. Tough decisions to be made when you're a coach. You know, when's the right time to rest them? When's the time to keep them in there and keep them sharp? And those are feels for your team that only a coach has.
Yeah, and exactly. You do not want them to be rusty for the basketball game coming up at Appleton.
Yeah, because you have to look at, they have not played for a week now until tonight. Simon with a tray, rims one. He missed the tray. How about it? Singer with the board. Kicks it back out. Drake with the 3 ball won't go. And here comes Menasha. looking back door, but a bad pass comes in behind Smolinski, and it goes out of bounds. This game just kind of losing its intensity level a little bit, and with a difference of, 33 points, you can understand why. And so with that in mind also, it may be time that some of the starters come out.
Yep, and as you mentioned, I think by the 5:30 mark, that's what's going to happen is those starters are going to come out, and both teams getting a little bit sloppy right now, as you mentioned, pretty much academic the rest of the way out.
Foul on, I believe it's going to go on Shabalowski. That's who it is. It's his third, make it. And that will put the Cardinals over the penalty. Evans out for Menasha. Fond du Lac is going to the Pine. Jesse Jacob going to get the call. I said 5.5. It's going to be 5:54, so I missed it by 24 seconds. Drake coming out. Thomas will check in for Travis after the free throws. If he hits both of them, he'll come out at that point. Travis's first trips to the line tonight, and a bonus, gets the first. 1 to follow.
Tonight's game brought to you by Jackson Call Mortgage. Take advantage of today's low rates and low closing costs at Jackson Call Mortgage. Call Chris Sukup or Mitch Call today at 923-4020. Remember, because they work for themselves, they work harder for you.
Cardinals have only shot 4 free throws this basketball game now and have converted on 3 of the 4. Shabalowski with the basketball. Simon on him defensively. Work the weave up and top on a handoff to Landvedt. Down low, backdoor cut, turnaround shot from Smolinski is no good. Fond du Lac with the board, and here come the Cards. Three-pointer on the way from Simon, back of the hoop. Ziggy with the rebound. And we're going to have a traveling violation as Thomas sprawls all over the court. Feeling loose ball, but rolls over with it. Here come 3 new players, and I would suspect these are the other 3 starters coming out, and they are.
Yep, and then the seniors and getting a nice ovation here tonight. 5:28 mark. Wow, 2 seconds off.
I said 5:30 they'd have the starters out. They did it 5:28.
And a nice ovation for those seniors as they come out of the basketball game.
I think like those coaches.
Yeah, that's what's scary.
Jays pushing off down low as Jones gets away with it, and then a foul on the Cardinals. Looks like it's going to be on Tim Lloyd. That's who it is. Timmy picks up his second. To the line will go Jones to shoot a pair. Gets the first. 1 to follow. Second on the way and also good.
Tonight's game brought to you by Lens Sales and Service of Fond du Lac. Stop in to Lens Sales and Service. They're easy to find on Seymour and Military Road.
The runner by Thomas was no good. Then the ball tipped to him as he's coming in from out of bounds. So on the turnover, it will go back to Menasha Blue Jays. So on the court for Fond du Lac now, let's check him. We've got Thomas, Jaco, Lloyd, Foster, and Dallas Diener. Three-pointer on the way, good from Landvedt for Menasha. Their first 3 of the basketball game. Check out their second 3 of the basketball game. So now your Mike's Music scores 55-26. Turnaround there by Dallas Diener. Dallas Diener now with 7 points in the basketball game. Jones, another three-pointer off the side of the rim. Tip back into the hands of Spangle. Cardinals take it away. Here comes Fond du Lac. Jacob. The right side, and a timeout's going to be taken by Dick Diener with 4:07 to go. Your Mike's Music score, Fond du Lac 58 and Menasha 26.
says when I get big enough to own my truck to go to Len's Truck Accessories to make it look great. They have everything from bed liners and caps to visors and running boards from the good guys like Lund, Monroe, Raider, and Weston. So I guess that's the place, Len's Truck Accessories at Siebel and Military Road, when I get big enough.
So the Cardinals, with the basketball following the 30-second timeout, have come back with Eric McClyman in the game for the first time.
And also Ignacio Martinez, who lit it up last Friday night from the outside.
Shot from the outside is Thomas is long, but a foul will go on Stefanoski, his third. So Ben Thomas to the stripe to shoot a pair. Let's see, we gotta, if we can do this 2 weeks in a row, we've got to get McClyman, Jekyll, Thomas, Lloyd, and Martinez have got to score. That might be a little bit too much at this point to ask, but we can knock one of those off with a free throw here by Lloyd. By Thomas, I should say. 1 out of 2. Lob feed down court to Spangle. His turnaround is off the side of the rim, and Fond du Lac with the board. That's McClyman. To the glass, overlaid by Lloyd. Ball free at the court. And they're going to say what? It's going to go back to Menasha.
Tonight's game brought to you by KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Take the hassle out of mealtime with KFC.
Ben Thomas is going to pick up it's going to be, and that's a good call. The foul will go against Jones for an illegal pick, and Jones pushed Thomas into the man with the ball right there, and that's a good call. Very good call. I'm impressed. Second personal for Jones. So Thomas will go back to the charity stripe where he just got done hitting 1 out of 2.
And right now, looking across the way, the guy that left the game earlier, Tim Colgin's in his street clothes, walking along over the side with a ice bag in his hand.
And look there, you see him right there. And he's probably his parents there with him. And my guess is they're probably going to send him for x-rays or something to check on a concussion. That would be my guess. So that was Tim Colgin, a 5'7" senior, and we certainly wish him the best. You hate to see anybody get hurt in a basketball game or any sport.
Yep, exactly.
Fond du Lac foul on Tim Lloyd, I think, which would be his third. No, check it. It's got Eric McClyman. 1-2 instead of 2-2. It's his first. And to the line will go Ross Jones. Gets the front end. Jones will get one more. He's 3 for 3 from the line thus far, so that means he'll automatically miss this one. And he misses it. 3 for 4. Rebound by Jekyll. Just over 3 minutes to play here in tonight's contest. Fond du Lac will come away with another win and go 15-1 on the conference schedule with 2 to play. To the hoop, blocked by Jones, and here come the Jays. A look away, coast to coast with Stefanoski, but he overlays it off the glass. Cardinals coming. He's got Martinez out front. Give it to Jekyll off the glass, fouled. Well, it was intended for Martinez off the right side. The pass came in a little bit low, went off his knee, right to Jekyll crashing from the near side, and he's fouled. Foul will go against Spangle, his second. And Jekyll to the line to shoot a pair. Gets the front.
Tonight's game brought to you by Baker's String Cheese. With only 79 calories in each stick, it's a perfect snack food for the kids. It's the fun food that's so easy to just peel and eat, and it's healthy for your high protein, 100% natural,
Baker String Cheese, the official halftime snack food of the Video Sports Team.
Martinez on a rebound and turns around and knocks it down.
Good job by Martinez getting some more points on the board once again tonight.
We're getting closer now. Did McClyman to score yet? Jay's blocking foul will go against Ben Thomas, his second. Let's see, who we got to get yet? We got to get McClyman a point. And Thomas, and check that, Lloyd. So, and then there were two.
Well, 2:25 left.
Plenty of time.
Some former Fond du Lac basketball players here tonight just walking by us. Brad Reinke and Andy Rose.
Rose is playing collegiate basketball at, God, I know this. I can't recall. I don't want to hazard a guess. McClyman to the hoop, and he gets it. Well, now there was one. Nice move down Main Street by McClyman on a bit of a layup with a lot of English on it.
Nothing's impossible for this Fond du Lac basketball team.
Good hustle on the court there by McClyman. Gets the loose ball down court. Tim Lloyd cheating on the break. Take it to the glass. Overlays. Tipped in by Fond du Lac's Jacob.
Great job there. Props go out to Eric McClyman, who just scrambled on the floor, got the loose ball, and then Fond du Lac with the basket.
And Martinez takes it away and is fouled. Foul's going to go on Spangle, his third.
This Fond du Lac, we've mentioned this throughout the basketball season. These second group of guys have always put 100% out there and played great basketball.
Right there you see Jim Steinberg, the athletic director of Fond du Lac Cardinals, that just announced this week at the end of the season, Jim is going to retire.
Yep.
And we're going to miss him around here, I'll tell you. Worked with Jim for many, many years. And he is our primary venue of getting things organized and taken care of when we have Fond du Lac athletic events to cover. He has been most cordial, gracious, workable. So congratulations on your retirement, Jim. Thank you for all the efforts that you gave us. And sometimes we're not the easiest guys when we have our needs here. And as we mentioned, Jim is calling it quits.
Yep, been here since July of 1987.
Martinez with, he missed the front, I think, didn't he? I was looking away.
Yep,
One out of two for Martinez. Ball free to backcourt, picked up by Lloyd. Now to the glass, slam it!
What a play by Lloyd.
Well, now they've all scored.
With an exclamation point.
That is a huge exclamation point. And I think we may have that on tape. If we do, we got to go look at it.
Wow. Timmy Lloyd grabbing out the ladder.
Lloyd climbing it off the steal.
I'm in shock. That's great. Timmy Lloyd putting down the stuff.
Oh, I wasn't watching. Dave, let's roll that back again because I was looking away. First free throw's on the way. Look at Lloyd. Take it away to the hoop. Slamma-jamma. Smolinski hits the first. Rims the second, no good. And ball knocked out of bounds. Back to Fond du Lac. I should say, well, they pointed one way. Okay, back to Menasha. 71-28, your Mike's Music score. And that one will make the highlight film. Runner is off the rim by Smolinski. 1:10 left. Jays will inbound once again. Ryan Flens, who's in for the first time with the inbound honors. Ball thrown away, back to Fond du Lac.
Well, 2 Friday nights in a row, every single player. It's tough to happen once in a season, but 2 Friday nights in a row.
2 consecutive games.
Yep.
McClyman to the glass, good. Eric McClyman making a statement, his 4th point here in the quarter. Ball tip free by Lloyd. Taken now away by McClyman again. Pulls it up, give it off to Thomas. Skip past to Jekyll. Take the long 2, rims and won't go, but a foul underneath. He's going to go against Tim Lloyd. I believe that will be his third.
Yep, Timmy underneath trying to position himself for an offensive board and gets called for the push-away foul.
That's what it is. Go look down the bench. You know what Dick Diener and I talked about in our pregame tonight. You see Drake and Travis Diener both standing and cheering, liking this situation where everybody scores. Nobody's happier than the starter five when everybody scores.
Yeah, exactly. Those guys play with these guys in practice and battle all season long, and it's good to see guys like McClyman and Martinez and Timmy Lloyd to get on the scoreboard.
Smolinski with 1 out of 2. Well, certainly, you know, we touched on it a little bit last week. This team is so strong, and the starters are so much better working against good players in practice. The three-man McClyman is no good, tipped out, reload the offense. Give it to Martinez. He's going to take it to the glass, cut off there. Get it out to Lloyd. Tim off to the top of the circle to the right side. 16 seconds to go in. Runner off the glass, no good. Pulled down by Menasha with 10 seconds left. Here come the Jays. Off to the near side. 3 by Shahatsky off the front of the rim. And a foul with 3 seconds to go on Martinez. His first. So to the free throw line will go the Jays with honors Mike Smolinski, where he is 1 for 2 thus far. Gets the front, we'll get one more. You know, Nick, the Blue Jays only 2 field goals in the second, I should say third, only 1 in the fourth.
Yep.
3 field goals in the second half for the Menasha Blue Jays. A pair from the line. Cardinals get it in. They're going to let one fly at the buzzer off the back of the rim from Thomas, and we've come to the end of tonight's action. And your Mike's Music score, Menasha, or I should say Fond du Lac 73, Menasha. Nick and I wrap it up right after this on your report.
Mike's Music is your full-service music store in Fond du Lac. Our staff is always ready to serve you and answer questions. Our school band instrument rental policy is the best. We promise low rates and excellent service. We offer top brand names at bottom prices. Guitars, drums, keyboards, recording gear, sound systems, sheet music, and accessories. At Mike's Music in Fond du Lac, your satisfaction is our priority. When you think music, think Mike's Music. Call 923-1925.
How you doing? Okay, folks, what'll it be? What would you like, sweetheart?
A Pepsi, please.
Sorry, we only have Coke. Now,
You're sorry? Not half as sorry as you're gonna be. I ordered a Pepsi, pal.
she's got a mind of her own.
What's with this guy?
Look, I just thought...
You thought? What you really thought was that I don't know the difference between Pepsi and a Coke, right?
Here's your Pepsi.
Thank you.
Kids say the darndest things.
What are you looking at?
I like this place.
Colonel shaking things up with my new extra crispy chicken. Right now, get 8 pieces plus 6 of my honey barbecue wings, just $9.99. That price ain't gonna last, so shake a leg.
Want a sure bet to please any crowd? How about the Colonel's famous original recipe, your extra crispy chicken, and those fabulous side dishes? And with a simple phone call, KFC can provide all of your favorites delivered right to your door. Delivery from KFC. It's sure to be a score even among the biggest fans.
Thinking of buying a new vehicle? Think Lens. Our factory warranty is important? Think Lens. Want follow-up service after the sale? Lens again. With over 30 years of experience and $2 million of inventory, Lens's unsurpassed quality vehicles include one-owner new truck trade-ins covered under the original factory warranty or backed by the Lens Sales and Service personalized warranty. So think Lens. Fond du Lac's exclusive Snowway snowplow dealer and truck center of choice. And see our complete line of Lund truck accessories. Think Lens.
Welcome back to the Redbird Arena.
Your Mike's Music final score tonight, the Fond du Lac Cardinals 73, the Menasha Blue Jays 31. Nick, the Fond du Lac Cardinals did what they had to do in this basketball game. Came out very early, very strong, very hard, put this team away before they even knew what happened, and were able to coast to another easy win.
Yeah, they got out to a quick lead early on, and Fond du Lac sailed from there on. Menasha played with them early. They were up 7-6, Fond du Lac, but pretty much after that, Fond du Lac went on a big 12-0 run or something around there, and took over from then on, and Fond du Lac cruised to an easy win tonight, and all the guys in scored once again.
Yes, they really did. That's something that doesn't happen very often. The Cardinals now, for 2 consecutive games, have had everybody in the roster score. That's a tremendous feat and a credit to this basketball team. They just keep it going all the time long. You know, the other, I guess the highlight of the basketball game probably was Timmy Lloyd down with about 3 minutes to go. Gets the only kid that hadn't scored yet, but the way he scored, he got the steal in the backcourt, takes it to the glass, and does a little slamma-jamma job, and really electrifies the crowd tonight off the Pines. And good for Timmy Lloyd. You know, he's come on strong all season long. Dick Dieter raves about how well he's been playing for his basketball team, and what a way to get into the scoring column.
Yeah, he has. He's come off the bench and done a good job all season long, and the crowd was quiet up until then tonight, and Timmy Lloyd just took that basketball and dunked it down. We've seen that a lot last year with Drew and Rose, but this year have not seen a dunk yet, and Tim Lloyd come and put a dunk in and got us excited.
A little dunking action tonight here. Oh, just a little donut to go along with it. So Fond du Lac does win it 73-31, and we'll be right back with all the final stats and scoring right after this on your Cardinal Basketball Report.
Mom, do we have any Baker string cheese?
Yes. Save some for your brother's lunch.
The Clinic of Orthopedic Surgery has a board of certified surgeons to help you. So whether a condition exists for weekend voyeurism, work, or around the house, the doctors at the Clinic of Orthopedic Surgery can help.
Now in the Aurora Healthcare Center.
Fond du Lac mosaic tiles, ceramic and Corio tiles, slate, and marble, all installed by our professional craftsmen since 1948. Fond du Lac mosaic tile, call 922-2910.
The next time your home or business is in need of some painting or decorating, give Dave a call at Fond du Lac Decorating. For over 20 years, fine workmanship has always been a trademark of Fond du Lac Decorating. You'll always receive prompt courteous service. Call 922-8051.
Welcome back to the Redbird Arena, and I guess from that shot we can see, Nick, who won this basketball game. The one bird died, and that'd be a Blue Jay. Let's take a look at tonight's final stats.
Wow, as we mentioned, it's amazing what these people think of around here. For Fond du Lac, 26 of 57 from the field for 46%, 8 of 11 from the charity stripe for 73%, 27 rebounds, and 9 turnovers. For the dead Menasha Blue Jays, 11 of 27 from the field for 41%, 12 of 16 from the charity stripe for 75%, 16 rebounds, and a key stat right there for Menasha. They really struggled tonight, and give Fond du Lac's defense a lot of credit. 24 turnovers.
Taking a look at the scoring leaders for tonight's basketball game, Fond du Lac again led by their